anime and video game lover that I am, I'll be sitting upstairs playing my Nintendo Switch, or I'll be down in the basement playing my PS5, and I'm playing like Resident Evil downstairs, or Mario Kart, or some Legend of Zelda game upstairs, and then, once I get tired of those games, I'll be in my mind thinking, I wish there was some fighting anime game mix-up that we could play as all these different characters from anime. Well, in 2019 in February, I got my wish for that, and it was the game Jump Force. At the time that Jump Force released on the PS4 in 2019, it was during the time when I didn't have a PS4, so what I did was for Christmas I got Jump Force on my Nintendo Switch, and honestly, it's not bad on the Switch. I mean, though, I do kind of think it could have been better. I mean, it was amazing just to choose these characters, like to build your team up from, you can be the original character you build, you can choose Asta, Midori on your team against a whole bunch of CPUs. The concept to it was amazing, but the Switch feeling of this game, I don't know, like, to me it just felt like something was missing to it. So, in early 2023, I worked hard, saved up my money, and I bought a PlayStation 5. And right when I got that PlayStation 5, I went to GameStop and picked up some games that I've been dying to play, which were only exclusive for the PlayStation 4. Which were like Resident Evil Village and Resident Evil Biohazard, which are both amazing games. I love both of them so much. Also, I picked up Jump Force for the PlayStation 4, because by this time I realized that I hated the Jump Force on Nintendo Switch, so I sold it to a different game store. I only got like $2 for it, which was not worth selling. But I picked it up again because I honestly wanted an anime fighting game. And I have to say, I love this version on the PS4 a lot more than I did on the Nintendo Switch. I just want to apologize if I take a minute to cough or sneeze or whatever. I actually have COVID, which kind of couldn't come at a better time. Like, I was confirmed to have it on Monday. My whole confinement thing ends on Saturday, which is awesome. I can work out at the gym again. Yeah, but COVID's not fun. Anyway, what I loved so much about Jump Force, it was amazing. Just the character design, like, I never respected so much that it had to offer in the Nintendo Switch, but the PS4 I do. I think I just wasn't too familiar with anime when I first started playing Jump Force, because, like, I didn't know what hairdos to do, whatever, who these characters are, whatever. But now that I know a lot about anime and character creation, I love going through it with the character creation. I mean, you got these different hairstyles you can choose to do, like there's the Inuyasha hair, you can do the Goku hair, the Killua hair, the Gon hair, so many different styles. Along with that, you can do facial scars, their body composure, things like that, which I love. I just love designing my own characters and games, because, you know, when games let you do that, you feel like you're actually the character in the game, which Jump Force did a great job in letting you to create a character that lets you feel like you are actually that character in the game. So, gotta give props to that. The storyline for your character is awesome. I mean, I love the cutscenes in this game. It starts off with Frieza, the villain from Dragon Ball. He's attacking it's either New York or Hong Kong, and he's stopped by Goku, and Frieza shoots this laser beam at Goku, and Goku dodges it, but unfortunately the beam hits you, and Trunks and this little robot says you need to be revealed. That's when you have to create your own character. But I love your story of the game basically starts off with you being killed. That makes me laugh. It was a good introduction to a character's backstory, but it's awesome. So, once you're healed up, you're taken by, like, Goku and Trunks back to this base we call J-Base. And, honestly, the base is really cool. Like, it has a cool design to it, where you meet, like, these 3 leaders of different teams, A, B, and R. And each team is led by Goku leads A, Luffy leads B, and Naruto leads R. And they're all led by this one black dude with glasses. And honestly, the game seriously gives me Avengers vibes. I mean, Goku would definitely be Captain America. Luffy, I feel like Luffy would probably be... I feel like Luffy would be Thor. And I'm just saying it, Naruto would be Black Widow. NANI?! It's fun to go around the base where your main location is. I mean, if you don't feel like running around after exploring everything, once you hit this secret button that the game doesn't tell you about, you have the option to ride either a motorcycle, a frog, or the Go Mary from One Piece. I thought that was awesome. You have no idea how happy it made me that my character could be riding around the Gem Force base riding a poison frog. That was awesome. So cool. So, after you're done exploring the base for a little bit, that's when you have to choose what team to join. I went with Luffy's because Luffy is the best. And, then he takes you back to the Captain Fury of this game, where he says that there's been occurrence all over the world where there's been villains known as Venoms, where heroes have been infected by the Venoms, and they're working for the bad guys. So, you're ending up splitting up with either Goku or Luffy or Naruto at first, and you're going on all these different missions where you're finding these Venoms and fighting them and breaking their control. It's a really cool concept to it. I love the areas you can fight in too, such as like Paris, you can fight on Namek, you can fight in Los Angeles, which is apparently where the UA building is in My Hero Academia. I thought that was funny. But it's really cool. It has a really cool story to it and goal to it too. As hard as it may be for me to say, the game does not come from its original stuff. Like, I feel like the whole Venom thing, taking over heroes, making them work for the villains, that entire thing, it's like what Smash Bros. Ultimate did when you play the storyline to it, and those heroes of other games, they turn evil, that you gotta fight, and once you beat them, they get released from their hold. That's very similar to how it feels in Jump Force. Once you beat the Venom controlling the hero, they go good. But I can let that slide. Also, they copied Marvel too. I mean, you got this purple guy who honestly couldn't be more like Thanos. He's purple, has markings on his head. He doesn't have a big chin like Thanos does, but he does wear golden armor, and he's using this book thing because he believes he can change the world with it, like Thanos thought he would change the world with his gauntlet. And there's this green girl with Gamora, who would be like Gamora in my opinion, only difference is that she has white hair instead of black. And there's this one scene where it shows like this whole different world where this big bad villain's sitting in the chair. So, another reference to Thanos. So, this game has Smash Ultimate vibes to it, and definite Marvel vibes to it. Which I'm not complaining, because both of those series are amazing. The storyline to this game is actually really fun. I enjoyed it a lot more than I enjoy storylines on other fighting games. So, what you do is that you'll be called to Nick Fury, and as you go on through the game, there will be some heroes that you fought before you release from the Venom's power that you'll be teamed up with to fight other Venoms. And then you go to different parts of the world, Mexico, Japan, whatever, to fight. Other times you'll be separated, like there's this one point where your character is separated and he ends up fighting Frieza and this one character from Bleach by yourself. And then, once you get through the first round, a character from Bleach fights on your side, so it gets into another epic fight. It's really cool. I really like the storyline to it. Even though it's very unoriginal, the storyline is fun to play through. And if you get bored with the storyline, you don't have to do it. I mean, there are side quests you can do, like key missions, where you can just go travel the world fighting Venoms, or there's other side characters you can team up with to do their own certain mission, where you can get experience points by doing their missions with them, which is really cool. Or if you just want to do a battle, like go Super Smash Bros. Style, you can build your team up from amazing characters from all these animes. My favorite team is usually Luffy, my character, and Asta from Black Clover. And then you can build the CPU's team and fight. I love those fights because sometimes you can end up with like two characters fighting each other, which I think is really funny. But yeah, that part is really cool. Sometimes, though, on the storyline, you'll be called to Nick Fury. I'm just calling him Nick Fury. I don't think it ever says that commander's name, but I'm just gonna call him Nick Fury. Anyway, once you're called to him, there'll be other heroes there, and he said he's gonna split you guys up. He's gonna have Sora go on this one mission, and have, like, Luffy or Goku or Asta or whoever go on this one mission. And it's interesting because you're not playing as your character. You're playing as the other hero. Like, you'll be playing as Asta or whatever for these missions. Like, there's this one mission where Goku fights All Might. I love that. I wish my Hero Academia would do a OVA crossover with Goku and All Might. Like, All Might in his prime. That would be hilarious to see them fight. Just to see it. But it's fun to just play as Goku and kick All Might's ass. It'd be cool to see in an anime to see who would win that fight. But yeah, it's really fun. There are some characters in this game that I did not expect to be in this. I mean, this is a fighting game. Like, you're expecting these such cool characters like Asta, My Hero Academia, Bakugo, Izuku. These actual fighters. But I'm honestly not complaining, because this game has two characters which are my favorite. That are from an anime, Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, you got Yugi and Kaiba. It's kind of lame, like, they don't fight. They use their dual monsters to fight. Like, Yugi uses the Dark Magician to fight, and Kaiba uses his Blue Eyes White Dragon. But what's really cool is that the CPU or your character can use their final smash, I guess to put it, their secret abilities. Sometimes they can be really cool, like your character can do this firewall spin that you build up, and or he can do other things by different abilities to let him use different things. But for Yugi and Kaiba, Yugi is so cool. Like, he summons Slifer the Sky Dragon, which does this giant blast on your character. And Kaiba summons Obelisk the Tormentor, which is equally as cool. But it gets me thinking, like, why didn't they put Merrick into this game? Like, what would be his first monster he would be fighting with? But it'd be so cool to see the Winged Dragon of Ra in that game. But it's really cool to see different characters smash abilities. Like Asta, he can make this giant red tornado, which is really cool. Also, he can send his opponents flying like a golf ball. It's really funny. And Kakashi has this really cool smash where he forms this giant bird for his final attack. It's really cool to see. Just all these final smashes to see can be really cool. The game wants money. There's no doubt about that. If you play these characters in the game, you can't choose to play them if you're gonna do just a fighting thing. You gotta go onto the shop and then buy them. Which is unfortunate, because there's some really cool characters. Like, to see Bakugo, to fight Bakugo, I'm like, man, I really want to play as Bakugo now. Or Todoroki. You fight him in Hong Kong in the main story of the game. And Todoroki is tough, man. And to play him would be so cool. But unfortunately, he has to be a purchase, which, in my opinion, was really stupid. But, sorry. Remember, I'm COVID. Anyway, but to see him in action is really cool. Something else I love about this game, if you just get tired of the fights, you can go shopping. I mean, through the fights and stuff, you were doing missions and stuff, you earn these gold pieces, which you can trade in for items to make your characters attack stronger, or objects to help them heal quickly. But what I love doing is I love going and shopping for the clothes. It's awesome. Once you buy these clothing, you can go back to customization of your avatar and change them into those clothes, which is really cool. I mean, I have my character wearing a Zuko Midoriya mask and a yellow Zuko Midoriya jumpsuit costume that he wears in the anime, but it's yellow. It's really cool. I love that concept of the game, that you get to buy stuff from other animes and have your character wear it. That was really fun. That was a cool twist. I enjoyed it. So, when I say Jump Force is like the funnest fighting game in the world, it's better than Smash Bros. Ultimate, better than Mortal Kombat, I didn't like Mortal Kombat, so it's better than that in my opinion. But, it's definitely not the best game in the world, especially considered by some people they wouldn't love it at all. But I got a friend at work and we both love it. Like, we talk about it all the time at work. So, if you love anime and you love video games centered around fighting, I would definitely give this game a shot to buy and play. Because you might not be disappointed. I know I loved it. Alright guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. I love making these videos. I love video games and anime and talking about what I play. I hope you guys enjoy watching it. And if you do, please leave a comment on if you like Jump Force on Nintendo Switch, if you play it on Switch, or if you love it on PS4. Me, I'm on Team PS4 for this game, and my favorite character would have to be Killua. I just love that guy. Anyway, guys, thank you again, and we'll see you next time.